Yeah, fine. This device, so instead of this bulb, we can connect any electrical device. As I said, it may be a fan uh, to maintain the temperature, or heater also. If the temperature goes below, say for example in Western countries or in some cool places and all, the temperature will be very less. That time, we can connect the heater also. So, and in as I said in the uh, street light control system, we can connect the LDR sensor. Those sensors outputs should be connected to these analog pins. So already we have discussed the analog pins. The analog pins are here. Okay, so from E0 to E5, the six analog pins are there. We can connect the six analog sensors. If the digital sensors are there, we can connect to the digital output also, because these digital pins can be used as either the input pins or output pins. If the output of a sensor is a digital, we can make use of the digital pins as the input pin, or certain pins as the output. So it doesn't matter. That can be done in the uh, programming. Okay. Uh, Now, this is the LCD uh, connection. Uh, you can observe now here. This is the different LCDs are there. Here I'm going to use the 16 cross 2 LCD. Okay, there is a 16 cross 2 in the sense 16 uh, characters in one line, and there are two lines are here. So the different LCDs are there in most of the home automation and all, or temperature control system and all. We can utilize such the handy and popular LCD. Okay, and there will be one the potentiometer, which is very small. And here I'm going to use for a demonstration in the breadboard. We can completely assemble all these thing in the PCB. Okay, along with this, we can connect the jumper wires and all. Okay, I think some of you might have used uh, this Arduino in a real-time application for some of the projects. Uh, Now I'll simulate this and will explain the program. So what exactly it is doing. Yeah. So as we know, it takes a small amount of time. Uh, yeah, fine. So I think now we can see the connection a little bit the better than before. Can zoom also. See, these are the pins of the LCD. This is ground. This is VCC, and this is the potentiometer output. This is going to be used to vary the intensity of the uh, LCD, and this is uh, register select RS. So that will be coming from the microcontroller. So this is right. So usually in LCD there will be two registers, the command register and the data register. Okay, so this will select whether it is a command register or data register. The command register, in the sense, a command will be sent through the digital pins of the Arduino. So on the digital pins, certain pins will come. Those certain bits will come. Those bits will be related to either command or the data. The command, in a sense, as we know, there are two lines are there. Okay, whether the particular letter should be displayed on the first line or the second line. We call them as the line 0 and line 1, not like line 1 and line 2. Line 0 means the first line. The line 1 is what? The second line. Otherwise, we can say row 1 and row 2. Okay, and as I said, in each row or in each line, we can display 16 characters. So total 16 characters. So those characters including the space and all those things. So, okay. Therefore, this kind of LCD is called 16 cross 2. That is those 16 columns and 2 rows we technically we call it as. So it is equivalent to 16 characters can be displayed in two lines. In the sense, one line 16, second line 16. Total 32 characters can be displayed. Okay. These pins are called the data pins. You can observe now. There are D0 to D7. We can utilize all the 8 pins, data pins, or only 4 pins also possible. Okay? And this is the LED again to control the contrast of the LCD. We try to use these pins. Okay, and this is the power supply. Make it a bit smaller. Yeah. So these are the pins. These pins are going to be used as the data pins, and these are going to be used to control the operation of the LCD. Okay, and these are the power supply. That is the ground. This is the ground, and this is the 5 volts. This is the 5 volts line as usual in the how we use in the regular breadboard. We are going to utilize that. This is again the ground, and this is the 5 volts. Okay. You can observe now these two are connected between the 5 volts and the ground. So that depends on this register. We can utilize this register also as a the potentiometer to change the contrast of this. Okay, fine. Now I will run this and see the program a bit later. See, just you see what it is going to display. In the first line, hello world. Second line, electronics world. So electronics, if is complete, so it will go beyond the 16 characters. So I have shortened it. So ELE world, I have done it as hello world, electronics world. Just the same thing is going to repeat, the hello world and the electronics world. Can
Sir, can I add one thing, sir?
Yes,
can
sir,
I, sir?
please. Yes, sir, please.
Yeah. Sir, you said fantastically that 16/2 LCD,
yes,
where
sir.
the 32 characters in total were 16 in first line and then 16 in second line.
Yes, yes.
But we should also understand all the participants just an add on to whatever fantastically explained by my Dr. Malatesh ji, is that in each character there are normally 5 into 10, 50 pixels normally.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To display one character. To display one character.
Yes,
so
sir. Yes, sir.
Here the problem is all 50 pixels must work together.
Yes, sir. But actually, it won't work together, sir. Actually, the how it works. Say, for example,
No, no, no,
uh,
no, sir.
huh.
Sir, I will. I have done this. Though that's why
Yes,
I am just expressing this.
yes, yes, yes,
Which
sir.
you said that you are. I know that you will add this.
Yeah.
So what is that? That is. We need not have to bother about these. That there is another controller which
Yes, sir.
in the display unit which does the job of actually to monitor or control the pixels, please.
Yes,
So
sir.
this
Yes,
is
sir.
what I just wanted to tell the participants. If at all they are going to do this experiment, so
Yes,
they
sir.
should
Yes,
know
sir.
that another controller also is there to take care of this 50 pixel situation.
Exactly, exactly. So
Yes,
actually,
thank,
yeah. Say for example, now it is the all the letters are displaying. Actually, those will
correct.
not be displaying continuously. There will be a gap
Yes.
between the one letter and next letter, but it will
Ah,
be the very small time gap will be there. Say for example, if you run the fan, no, if it is very
yes.
slow, you will see the
Correct.
perception of the rotation. But
Correct.
if it is the speed is the more, we can't
Yes.
recognize there is a gap between the position of the
Exactly like our
yeah,
AC, alternating
yeah,
current
yeah,
50 hertz per
exactly,
cycle.
exactly, exactly.
So it goes and so people will ask normally 8th standard, 10th standard students, why then the bulbs will not blink and then switch off, switch on, because
Yes,
AC is waveform is going
yes,
down,
yes,
up
yes.
and all. So where there
Exactly.
is an answer.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice
thanks.
examples.
Thanks.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Great,
so in
sir.
the same
Great.
way,
Thanks.
so see, first H will be sent, then E will be sent, then L. There is a gap between the H and the first and next one. So
Yes, sir. Yes.
all these letters will not be displayed continuously. It won't send
Ah,
similarly at the same time.
yes.
So there is a gap between the
Correct.
one and the other, but it is in very time minimum time slot. So we will not perceive there is a gap between the one letter and next. The same thing will be used
Yes,
in the
sir.
communication also. Say all of us are talking continuously, but all
Correct.
the signal will not be sent at the same time. There is the
Correct.
multiplexing technique will be there. So there is a gap
Exactly.
between the one signal to another. Okay, the same way. Fine,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the
Sir.
additional
Uh,
information. And
Nice, sir. Yeah.
in the second line, there is a one number is displaying. You can observe now. The first line is the hello world. Second line is the electronics world. There is a one number is going to increase it now. You can see that shows exactly here in the simulator at the top. I think you can see. I'll show you this the time 3 minutes and it is continued. Once we start this start simulation, so this time starts running. Okay, so this is 4 minute 1 second or 2 second, it is increasing. That will be converted into seconds here. So it's going to show the how much time elapsed so after the running this. Okay, I'll stop it and once again I'll run it. You'll come to know what exactly it is now. Let's stop it. Yeah. So now observe it. It starts from the beginning. Hello world. Say this 8 seconds is over because in the programming. So when this line displays, no, or that number is asked to display, that moment, what how many seconds over, that's going to be displayed. Now let us see. I'll stop this simulation and we'll see the program. I mean, yeah. See, this is the header file again. The crystal, liquid crystal LCD will have to be included. This is the liquid crystal dot H. It is a very important in the beginning, depending on the devices we use. And in this pin, we are using pin number 12, 11, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pin number 5342. Pin number 5432 are the data pins, and these are the control pins. Okay, pin number 12 and 11. So we have to mention that. And here we have to mention in the setup. So LCD, the begin, the 16 cross 2. So what kind of LCD we are using, that we have to uh, tell in the setup block. and here the LCD dot set cursor. So this is the command line. Okay, so this is the command line. As I said, there will be two registers in the LCD: the command register and the data register. So of course, the command also will be in the bits, in the form of the bits, and data also will be in the form of the bits. So data in the sense which characters they are going to send, and the command in the sense so which line it has to go, whether the first line or second line. If it is in the first line, which location, whether the zeroth location, we call it as the row 0 and row 1. Okay, and if it is the first location in the first row, it is a location 0, we call it as, again 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 15, because the 16 characters will be there. So in the same way, you can observe now, this is the LCD cursor, so it's a 0 and 0, means 0th row and 0 location. Okay, and in the same way, so another command is there, the LCD set cursor, means set the cursor to 0th location of the 0 row. In other way, what we can say, column and row. Column indicates the position in a particular row. This is row 0, this is row 1. In the sense, the first line, this is the second line. In the first line, here, location 0. Okay, in the second line, the location 0. So means it will start from there. So you can see here now. This is the command line, this is the LCD print, which is the data. So this command is going to send the data. That data, whatever we have to send, should be written in the double quotes. So you can observe now, within the double quotes, in the brackets, so we have written hello world. So whatever we write, the same thing will be displayed on the first row. It starts from the first position in the first row. Okay, and a delay, small delay, it is left to us. We can give, I have given the 4000 millisecond is nothing but the 4 seconds it is. The clear the LCD, so completely it will be clear, the both the rows, all the rows will be clear if you use this command. Okay, and again, the set the cursor to the second line, that is a row 1 is nothing but a second line, 0th position, and write this LCD print the ELE world. Okay, again delay of 4 seconds, and the LCD, the print, again a small delay in milliseconds. So this milliseconds in the sense, so total how many milliseconds over here, this is 4 and this is 4, total 8. That's why in the beginning the 8 seconds will be the displayed. So again, this keeps on executing continuously. Hope any doubts regarding today's session? In the next coming 1 or 2 weeks, so I'm going to explain a couple of projects related to this Arduino, and we will wind up. If you have any doubts, you can clarify now or in the next class. It is tomorrow. Okay, next week or next week, we try to finish these sessions and try to. I think many have might have practiced this. If you have doubts, you can ask me now, or you can text me later also, not a problem, and you can discuss in the next sessions. If you have practiced some of these such the projects in the Tinkercad or something different, because usually I have experienced once I told these techniques to the students. So many students have come up with their own ideas, really what I don't know. So that will happen. So whatever, only we need the certain language, say for example, English. So in the beginning, all of us will not be knowing any language, but once we learn, we try to form the sentences or the paragraphs or poems on wonderful than the others and all. So that is possible. So this such Arduino cannot be used only for electronics experiments or electronic purpose. We can utilize this for the some of the experiments in the life science or in the physics or any other the subjects also. For usually whenever we call a project, those are not the electronics projects, those are interdisciplinary, because ultimately our electronics is the applied science. We are going to apply for all the fields. So just we are using our transistors, all these computers and all, not for our purpose. We are going to use it for the others' purpose, in the sense we have the
It is used for irrigation also, sir.
yes, sir.
Irrigation.
That's what I'm talking about. The agriculture
Exactly.
system, actually, it's going to be used.
Agriculture.
Yeah. So many students have done and my guidance for the greenhouse monitoring
True.
system and all those things. Okay.
Yes.
And
It
I'm
will
going to
measure the soil
yes,
temperature
yes, sir,
and
yes, sir.
then
Soil
give
sensors are
the
there. We
water.
can connect those. Yes, sir.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Great application.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fine. Any questions, please? Hope no questions. The questions are for us and for sir, Vivekananda sir. Right, sir? Yeah, fine. Thank you,
Nice.
sir. Thank you for joining. Thanks to all. MN Basrai, sir.
Great, sir. Great session. Great session.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
sir. Thank you. So let's
Yes, sir. Dr. Malatesh,
discuss.
sir, Dr. Professor Vivekananda, sir, Namaskara.
Namaste,
Please.
sir. Very nice, sir. Happy meeting you at this
Yes,
Yes.
seminar. Yes.
In fact, it's a very nice occasion to meet with the scholars like you, sir.
yes, sir. Yes,
Array,
sir.
sir,
Yeah.
my privilege to be with Maltesh ji, Dr. Maltesh ji. Yeah.
Malatesh,
Sir. Sir, tell.
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, let us collect the photographs of all the participants.
Yes, sir.
Let us embed all the photographs in a sheet and send it as a e-certificate
Sure,
in
sir.
a
Why
different
not?
way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can be done. I request all the participants to send your passport photograph in the WhatsApp group, please. Anyway, the WhatsApp group is there. So all of you, please send your Professor M.N. Basra sir is giving a good idea. In your e-certificates, your photograph also will be printed. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Professor M.N. Basraj sir and Vivekananda sir. And thanks
Yes,
to
sir.
all the participants. Let's meet tomorrow at the same time, 6 o'clock. Till then, take care. Please
Namaste.
be at home. All of you, be safe. So, very important. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Bye.
Namaste.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Namaste.
Thank you, Malatesh.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thanks. Yeah.